Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, June 6th. We'll focus in on Tropical Storm Colin this morning. It is now approaching Florida, should dump up to a half a foot of rain on much of the state of Florida and also affect the southeastern portions of Georgia and the Carolinas as it turns to the north and east. It should not impact the mid-Atlantic region. We'll talk a little bit about why that will be the case over the next few minutes. This is the latest infrared satellite imagery loop from the Penn State EWOL site, the colorized infrared version here. First of all, late yesterday, it was really showing a disturbance right near the Yucatan Peninsula region of Mexico. That has kind of jumped now into the southeastern part of the Gulf of Mexico right here, and this area will continue to move to the north and east. And the path looks like it'll cut right across northern Florida and then skirt to the north and east. And again, it will have an impact on the southeastern portion of Georgia and the Carolinas over the next 24 hours or so. Well, here's the very latest GOES visible satellite image, again from the Penn State EWOL site. Notice lots of scalloping to the clouds here. This is a lot of thunderstorm activity right now, just to the west of Cuba, northeast of Yucatan, part of Mexico, and all this area right in here represents some heavy rainfall. Again, we'll see the exact location of Colin in a moment, but basically heading in a northeast direction, ending up moving across the northern part of Florida. Much of the state will get inundated with rain, perhaps flooding rain. 6 inches is possible in much of the state of Florida. And again, heavy rainfall expected in the southeastern portion of Georgia and the Carolinas as this system continues to move to the north and east over the next 24 hours. Well, here's the latest track put out by the National Hurricane Center. This map available at Weather Underground, WUnderground.com. Tropical Storm Colin right here over the Gulf of Mexico. All models basically push it towards the northeast, the northern part of Florida on a northeastern track, and then pretty much out to sea. Again, it will have an impact on the southeastern part of Georgia and the Carolinas as well, with some significant rainfall in addition to what could fall over Florida over the next 12 to 24 hours or so, on the order of 6 inches plus throughout much of the state of Florida. Well, let's walk through the latest GFS model run and focus in again on Tropical Storm Colin. This is from last night's 0Z GFS model run. This is the 12-hour forecast for this morning, Monday morning. Here is the center of this Tropical Storm Colin, again, right over the Gulf of Mexico. We saw the satellite imagery showing some heavy rainfall basically on its eastern side, and that's will be the trend for this particular system. The heaviest rainfall on the southern and eastern side of this tropical storm as it tends to move in this direction. Let's now jump ahead another 12 hours. And here's the forecast map for early tonight. This is Monday evening. That center approaching the northwestern coast of Florida, perhaps the Panhandle region, again on a general northeast track. And heavy rainfall can break out across the southern and eastern portions of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, in addition to Florida getting pounded by up to 6 inches or so of rainfall over the next 12 to 24 hours. And here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. That center will continue to push to the north and east. Again, right now in this region right here, pushes across northern Florida and then continues on a northeastern track heading out to sea. It does not look like it'll have any impact on the mid-Atlantic region. There'll be a cold frontal region headed towards the east coast. And let's take a look at the upper level map, and that pretty much explains why this tropical storm will not have an impact on the mid-Atlantic region. And here we go. This is the 500 millibar forecast map for Tuesday morning. Deep upper level low for this time of the year, spilling over into the northeastern part of the U.S. Winds flow in a counterclockwise motion, and this kind of a wind flow will steer this particular tropical storm north and east and not allow it to ride up the coast. So again, the worst impact of Colin will be over Florida, also southeastern parts of Georgia, South and North Carolina right in here. But then it'll continue to move north and east and spare the mid-Atlantic region. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.